Hi friends, this is Prabhakar. Welcome to my channel General Thoughts. In this video, we are going to learn about Amazon Redshift and its architecture. This might be help you to start with your learnings on Amazon Redshift. Before getting into the session, let me talk about myself. My name is Prabhakar. I'm working as a data engineer in the IT industry more than 10 years. Usually, I work with all kind of data related systems like data warehousing, data management, reporting, and analytics. And I have been working for a very long time, both in on premises and cloud systems. Without further delay, let's get started now. Here we are going to understand why we need Amazon Redshift, what is Amazon Redshift, the advantages of Amazon Redshift, and the architecture of Amazon Redshift. AWS stands for Amazon Web Service, which is one of the largest cloud services in the market, and it's a secure cloud service provided by Amazon. Using AWS services, we can create and deploy the applications in the server. Now let's start with why we need Amazon Redshift. In earlier days, the developers used some other technologies to fetch the data from the data warehouse system, and it was a much complicated because the developer and the data warehouse system are located in a different geography and leads some network issues and security challenges, and also required lot of maintenance to manage the data warehouse system. Later on, all these problems are solved once Amazon Redshift comes into the picture. Now we are going to see what is Amazon Redshift. It is one of the service provided by Amazon and which is used to develop a data warehouse system. Amazon Redshift is a cloud-based data warehouse service that is primarily used for collecting and storing the large amount of data in the AWS server, and it also helps to extract the data, analyze the data using business intelligence tools and process that. This is not an OLTP or transactional database where you are going to handle minimum records every day. It is used for very large scale petabyte systems. Even we can start with megabyte systems. To start with this course, I would request you to have a minimum working knowledge on at least one database management system like Teradata, Netezza, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, DB2, and Postgres. Now let's understand the advantages of Amazon Redshift. It is one of the fastest data warehouse service available in the market. So it has the high performance and low cost service. So you can have large scale data warehouse at a very low cost. Whenever you require, you can scale up or scale down the system. So the scalability is one of the most advantage of the Amazon Redshift availability since it is available across multiple available zones. Now let's understand the architecture of Amazon Redshift. In this picture, you can see that this is a data warehouse cluster and this is a representation of a Amazon Redshift. So it has some of the compute nodes which does the data processing and a leader node which gives the instruction to the compute nodes. So let's understand about the components of the Redshift. The client application of Amazon Redshift basically interact with the leader node using JDBC or the ODBC connector. JDBC means a Java database connectivity and the ODBC stands for Open Database Connectivity. The Amazon Redshift services using a JDBC connector can make the connections from the other client applications, whereas the ODBC connector allows a leader node to have a direct interaction with Amazon Redshift. Now it's time to understand what are compute nodes. Basically, it is a kind of database which helps for data processing. So Amazon Redshift has a set of computing resources which we call it as a nodes, and the nodes combine together and call it as a cluster. Further, this gathers into a group which we call it as a data warehouse cluster. So we can have a compute node from 1 to n number of nodes. That's why we call Redshift is a scalable service because we can scale up whenever we require the compute nodes. Now the data warehouse cluster or the each cluster has one or more databases in the form of nodes. Now let's understand what is a leader node. This node basically manages the interaction between the client application and the compute nodes. So it acts as a bridge between the client application and the compute nodes. Also, it helps to carry out any kind of database operations. So basically, leader node sends out the instructions to the compute nodes to perform or execute that instructions and given the output back to the leader node. That is the way the leader node runs the program and assign the code to individual compute nodes. And the compute nodes execute the program and share the result back to the leader node for the final aggregation. And then it is delivered the output to the client application for analytics. So compute nodes are basically categorized into slices, and each node slice is assigned with some specific memory space, or we can say a storage space where the data is processed. These nodes slices work in parallel in order to finish their work. That's why we call Redshift is a faster processing capability as compared to other data warehouse systems. That's all pretty much about Amazon Redshift. For a practice on Amazon Redshift, we can create an account with AWS and get an access through Amazon console. Mostly you should pay nothing, but it depends on your usage and sometimes you may pay some cost over there. I would highly recommend to go through the theoretical concepts first and jump into the lab session for better understanding. I have provided a Amazon console link in the description below for creating an account with AWS and get practiced. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and press bell icon for latest videos. Also please do like, share and comments. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. Take care.